whenever the fight is going on against the foreign domination, that is the nationalist movement, when it is in progress, generally there are certain small and big incidents which influence the nationalist movement to a great extent. Like in India, when the famine and plague took place in India and the Queen celebrated her centenary, it was a big blow to the Indians that they were dying in huge number and the Queen was celebrating. Similarly, here, when actually the Vietnamese were fighting against the French, there occurred a Great Depression of 1930s, by which the economy of the country actually got shattered. And as it was natural for the people, they blamed the French people for this condition. Actually, the prices of the rice and rubber, the major crops, fell down. And this led to rural debts and uprisings. Unemployment was on its peak. So you try and understand the situation once again. The major crops are not getting the amount that they should have got when they were sold. So naturally, the farmers had to borrow money from the money lenders. And this was increasing the popular revolts in the villages. And of course, the unemployment was increasing because there were no jobs in the factories and the industries. Such a grim situation naturally will give rise to a bigger movement. And there were two small provinces which were among the poorest of the provinces in Vietnam, the Ghi and Ha Thi. These have been called as the electrical fuses because whenever economic depression took place, whenever there was anything to do with money, what happened? These were the first provinces to actually blow, and this was exactly what happened during this period. There was general uprising, the people took up to arms, there was a lot of unrest, but the French tried to crush this movement with an iron hand. And they even resorted to bombardment by the planes to crush the nationalists. This was the situation when actually lot of things were happening. That is the time that in the year February 1930, Ho Chi Minh, he formed the Indo-Chinese Communist Party. And he tried to unite all these small parties, the nationalist parties which were there in Vietnam. In the year 1940, another blow came to Vietnam, and the blow was that Japan occupied Vietnam. Look at the condition of the Vietnamese people. They were already fighting against the French domination and another enemy to be fought. That means two battlefronts. Now, when Japan occupied Vietnam, the people of Vietnam formed the League for the Independence of China, which they called as Vietminh. Here, they fought and struggled and recaptured Hanoi in September 1945. After the recapturing of Hanoi, they immediately formed the Democratic Republic of Vietnam, and the chairman or the leader became the Ho Chi Minh.